For pricing a large church electrical project, firstly consider seeking professional assistance from an experienced electrical estimator to help with the bid. They can provide accurate labor and material cost estimates based on industry standards. Secondly, use benchmarking. Gather cost data from similar projects you have worked on or have knowledge of. This will give you a reference point for pricing materials and labor. Thirdly, conduct thorough material takeoffs using your own method. Ensure you account for all materials required, including conduit, wire, fixtures, panels, and any specialized equipment. Fourthly, to avoid overestimating labor costs, break down the project into smaller tasks. Estimate the time required for each task based on your experience and industry data. Consider factors such as crew size, complexity, and site conditions. Fifthly, obtain quotes from qualified subcontractors for any specialized services or equipment that you may not be able to provide. Sixthly, determine an appropriate profit margin based on your business goals and market competition. This should cover your overhead costs, labor, materials, and any potential risks. Seventhly, present your bid in a clear and professional manner. Include a detailed breakdown of materials, labor costs, subcontractors, and profit margin. Highlight any unique qualifications or experience that may give you an advantage. Eighthly, be prepared to negotiate with the construction manager. Explain your pricing rationale and be willing to compromise within reason. Ninthly, schedule a site visit to assess the project requirements firsthand. This will help you refine your estimates and identify any potential challenges. In addition to the points above, use industry standard software or tools for estimating, such as RSMeans or Sage Estimating. Network with other contractors and seek advice from experienced professionals. Stay updated on the latest materials and labor rates. Allow sufficient time for estimation and bid preparation. Be confident in your pricing and present it with professionalism. Let's talk more in depth about some of these points. Professional assistance can be invaluable because experienced estimators bring a wealth of knowledge about current market prices for materials, labor productivity rates, and potential cost overruns. They often have access to specialized databases and software that can generate accurate estimates quickly. When seeking professional assistance, look for estimators who have a proven track record with similar projects and positive references from other contractors. Benchmarking involves comparing your project's cost data with similar completed projects. This can involve analyzing the cost per square foot, the number of man-hours per task, and material quantities. To effectively benchmark, you will need detailed records from past projects, including material invoices, labor timesheets, and subcontractor agreements. Adjust the benchmark data to account for differences in project scope, complexity, and location. Detailed material takeoffs are crucial for accurate cost estimation. This process involves meticulously reviewing the project plans and specifications to identify all electrical materials needed, including conduit, wire, boxes, fittings, lighting fixtures, panels, and switchgear. Organize the materials list by category and include detailed descriptions, quantities, and unit prices. Use a spreadsheet or estimating software to manage the material takeoff process efficiently. For labor estimation, breaking down the project into smaller tasks allows for a more accurate assessment of the time and resources required for each task. Consider tasks such as conduit installation, wire pulling, equipment mounting, and device termination. Estimate the time required for each task based on your experience, industry data, and the skill level of your crew. Account for factors such as site conditions, accessibility, and potential delays. When obtaining subcontractor pricing, it is important to solicit quotes from multiple qualified subcontractors to ensure competitive pricing. Clearly define the scope of work for each subcontractor and provide them with detailed plans and specifications. Review the subcontractor quotes carefully and compare their pricing, qualifications, and experience. Factor in a contingency for potential cost overruns or unexpected expenses when determining your profit margin. Consider your business goals, market conditions, and the level of risk associated with the project. A high profit margin may be justified for projects with greater complexity or uncertainty. Ensure that your profit margin covers your overhead costs, including office rent, insurance, and administrative expenses. A well-presented bid demonstrates your professionalism and attention to detail. Include a clear and concise summary of your pricing, scope of work, and qualifications. Provide a detailed breakdown of materials, labor costs, subcontractors, and profit margin. Highlight any unique qualifications or experience that may give you an advantage over your competitors. Be prepared to answer questions from the construction manager and address any concerns they may have. Negotiation is a common part of the bidding process, so be prepared to discuss your pricing and justify your costs. Be willing to compromise within reason, but do not sacrifice your profit margin to the point where the project becomes unprofitable. Focus on the value you bring to the project and highlight the benefits of working with your company. Conducting a site visit before submitting your bid is essential for understanding the project requirements firsthand. This allows you to assess the site conditions, identify any potential challenges, and refine your estimates accordingly. Pay attention to factors such as accessibility, existing infrastructure, and environmental conditions. Take detailed notes and photographs during the site visit to document your observations. Using industry-standard software like RS Means or Sage Estimating, these programs provide access to extensive databases of material and labor costs, as well as tools for creating accurate estimates. These software solutions can streamline the estimating process, reduce errors, and improve the consistency of your bids. Networking with other contractors and seeking advice from experienced professionals can provide valuable insights and guidance. Attend industry events, join trade associations, and connect with other contractors in your area. Share your experiences and learn from the successes and failures of others. Mentorship programs can also be a valuable resource for gaining knowledge and skills. Staying updated on the latest materials and labor rates is essential for accurate cost estimation. Subscribe to industry publications, attend trade shows, and network with suppliers to stay informed about market trends. Monitor changes in labor laws, regulations, and prevailing wage rates. Adjust your estimates accordingly to reflect current market conditions. Allowing sufficient time for estimation and bid preparation is crucial for ensuring accuracy and completeness. Rushing through the estimating process can lead to errors, omissions, and inaccurate pricing. Allocate enough time to thoroughly review the project plans and specifications, conduct detailed material take-offs, and estimate labor costs. Set realistic deadlines and track your progress to stay on schedule. Confidence in your pricing and professionalism in your presentation can make a significant difference in the outcome of your bid. Believe in the value you bring to the project and communicate your expertise and experience effectively. Present your bid in a clear, concise, and professional manner. Answer questions confidently and address any concerns with poise and assurance. By following these strategies and tips, you can increase your chances of winning the bid for the large church electrical project and ensure a successful and profitable outcome. Consider the electrical service and distribution. A 3000 amp 120/208 volts main disconnect indicates a substantial power demand for the church. The 2000 amp main distribution panel, or MDP, and 7 sub-panels suggest a complex distribution system. You will need to carefully analyze the single line diagram and panel schedules to understand the load requirements and distribution scheme. Pay close attention to the overcurrent protection devices, conductor sizes, and grounding requirements. Ensure that the electrical system is designed and installed in accordance with the National Electrical Code, or NEC. The 60,000 square foot area of the new church that seats 750 and has an education wing provides a good overview of the scope of the project. The seating capacity and education wing suggest significant lighting, power, and control system requirements. You will need to carefully review the architectural drawings and electrical specifications to understand the layout and functionality of each area. Consider the lighting requirements for the sanctuary, classrooms, offices, and common areas. Account for the power needs of audio-visual equipment, HVAC systems, and other electrical loads. Review the control system requirements for lighting, dimming, and energy management. Self-contracting by the church means that they are acting as their own general contractor and managing the construction project themselves. This can have both advantages and disadvantages for you as the electrical contractor. On the one hand, it can provide you with more direct communication and control over the electrical scope of work. On the other hand, it can also increase the risk of coordination issues and delays if the church lacks experience in managing large construction projects. The construction manager that the church has hired will play a crucial role in coordinating the various trades and ensuring that the project stays on schedule and within budget. Build a strong working relationship with the construction manager and communicate regularly to address any issues or concerns. The proximity of the site, less than 3 miles from the shop, offers several logistical advantages. It can reduce travel time and transportation costs. It can allow for quick access to materials and equipment. It can facilitate better communication and coordination with your crew. Consider these advantages when pricing your bid and factor in any potential cost savings. Good cash flow and a credit line are essential for managing the financial aspects of a large construction project. A healthy cash flow allows you to pay your suppliers and subcontractors on time. A credit line provides you with access to additional funds if needed to cover unexpected expenses. Review your financial situation carefully and ensure that you have adequate resources to support the project. When dealing with an acquaintance who is a member of the church and has been hired as the construction manager, it is important to maintain a professional and ethical approach. Avoid any conflicts of interest or the appearance of favoritism. Treat all parties fairly and transparently. Document all communication and agreements in writing. By following these guidelines, you can build a strong working relationship with the construction manager and ensure a successful project outcome. Also, consider the types of electrical systems typically found in a church. This includes general lighting, emergency lighting, theatrical lighting, audiovisual systems, fire alarm systems, security systems, and data communication systems. Each of these systems has unique design and installation requirements. Ensure that you have the expertise and resources to handle all aspects of the electrical work. Consider the grounding and bonding requirements for the electrical system. Proper grounding and bonding are essential for ensuring the safety of the building occupants and protecting electrical equipment from damage. Follow the NEC requirements for grounding electrode systems, equipment grounding conductors, and bonding jumpers. Pay close attention to the grounding requirements for sensitive electronic equipment, such as audiovisual systems and data communication systems. Account for the potential for future expansion or modifications to the electrical system. Design a system with enough capacity to accommodate future loads. Provide spare conduit and raceways for future wiring. Consider the use of modular equipment that can be easily expanded or reconfigured. By planning for future growth, you can avoid costly and disruptive modifications later on. Consider the energy efficiency of the electrical system. Implement energy-efficient lighting technologies such as LED lighting and occupancy sensors. Use high-efficiency transformers and motors. Install a building automation system to control lighting, HVAC, and other electrical loads. By incorporating energy efficiency measures, you can reduce the operating costs of the church and minimize its environmental impact. Consider the use of renewable energy sources, such as solar panels or wind turbines. These technologies can provide a clean and sustainable source of electricity for the church. Evaluate the feasibility of installing a renewable energy system based on site conditions, energy needs, and economic considerations. Consider the potential for rebates, tax credits, and other incentives that can help offset the cost of a renewable energy system. Consider the importance of coordination with other trades such as HVAC contractors, plumbing contractors, and general contractors. Effective coordination is essential for avoiding conflicts and ensuring that the project stays on schedule. Attend regular coordination meetings and communicate openly with other trades. Share your plans and specifications and be responsive to their needs. Consider the use of building information modeling, or BIM, to facilitate coordination and clash detection. Consider the importance of quality control and quality assurance. Implement a comprehensive quality control program to ensure that the electrical work is installed in accordance with the plans and specifications. Conduct regular inspections and tests to verify that the work meets the required standards. Use qualified personnel and calibrated equipment for testing and inspections. Document all quality control activities and maintain records for future reference. Also, do not forget about safety. Prioritize safety on the job site and implement a comprehensive safety program to protect your workers and prevent accidents. Provide regular safety training and enforce safety rules and regulations. Use personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as hard hats, safety glasses, and gloves. Conduct regular safety inspections and address any hazards promptly. In addition to all this, there are many other considerations to make when pricing a large electrical project.